Hey students, I hope you're well. My name is Ryan Bradshaw, and I'm going to be your instructor this semester. I do teach a variety of different subjects. I teach Introduction to Business, Principles of Management, Business Ethics, Business Law 1, and I also teach Small Business Management. And we're actually developing a new course called Leadership that should be available spring 2021, and I possibly will be teaching that as well. So if you are a business major at Wayne Community, chances are we're going to spend some time together over the course of your educational journey. I do applaud you for being a student at Wayne Community. This is a great institution with great instructors, and I say that not as an instructor, but try to be objective. I've been to a number of different institutions over my academic career, and Wayne Community is an excellent choice for you. And whether you decide to finish the associates and go no further with your education, or transfer to a four-year college to pursue a bachelor's degree, this is a great fit for that. I wanted to spend a few minutes going over some key details to help you be successful for the semester and to help you get off on the right foot, so to speak. And so what I've done is I've logged into Moodle, and of course when you log into Moodle, this is kind of a display that you'll see. If your classes are live now, which the classes that I teach for this intended video are live now, you should see your class in the Moodle shell. And so right now you can see that I've got these 3 live classes, which are the 3 classes that I'm teaching for the full term for fall enrollment. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of bounce through a couple of these. Even if it's not your class I'm talking about at the moment, pay attention because there's probably some relevant information for everybody. And so when you log into the classroom, you'll see a couple things. I'll probably see a picture of me. And I do that because some students don't watch the video. So if you're watching it, congratulations. But I wanted students to be able to see who I am and connect a name with the face. I've taken many online classes over my academic career. And when you log in, you don't see a face or don't see a picture or anything. You just kind of see a bunch of words. It doesn't really connect, so to speak. So I want you to be able to see me, know who I am. And if you'll scroll down, you'll get some basic information about what to do and how to get started. But I want to draw your attention to a couple key things. First and foremost is this enrollment verification quiz. And you'll see that it's due August 26th. Don't wait until August 26th to do it. Go ahead and do it right now. Well, as soon as you get off this video, go ahead and take care of that. You can see a number of students in this class have already done it. This is a key thing that you do in the course. If you don't complete this in a timely manner, you could be dropped from the course and not reinstated. So we want you to make sure you take care of that. That's a compliance issue on our end. And never fails, probably about once a year I'll have a student that didn't do it, they get dropped, and they didn't intend to drop, and they want to be added back, and it just creates a situation where we can't add you back. So so please go in and take care of this. It takes about 5 minutes, not very difficult at all. After that, you'll see there's a couple other things. There is a course syllabus and course schedule. I'm going to start with the syllabus first. And even though this is Introduction to Business, a lot of the content is relevant for all the classes. This particular class, you can see at the top of any syllabus, tells what the class is, it tells the semester, it tells where that class meets, and the time, and it also gives the day of the week since we're on a split schedule right now. You can see you've got my contact information at the top of the screen here. And that contact information is valuable because it'll show how to get up with me and when I'm available in my office. I will say that email is the best way to reach me. I'm not always in my office by my phone, so even if you do want to talk over the phone, send me an email and let's schedule a call, often for the very next day if it's a weekday, so we can kind of get on the same page and have some planning involved in that. Email is the way that I kind of organize my life and my students, and so that keeps a permanent record of conversations that I've had and things that I've done. And it just as an example, yesterday there was some registration issues that I don't know what had occurred with one student's case, but I had registered a student for a set of classes. Then fall happens, and there's another class that has happened that is outside of what I had registered for. And so anyway, I looked up the email, and I had emailed evidence of what I had registered a student for, when I had registered the student for that, and no big deal. It was an easy fix, but that is an archive for me to be able to keep up with conversations and information. From your perspective, it's only you that you have to keep up with, but from my perspective, I can have up to 150 students or so live in my classes at a time. And so with 150 students, I need to be able to have some type of archive and record of what I'm keeping up with. So please be sure to use email as my preferred method of communication. There is some notes in the syllabus on email etiquette. I generally like emails to be brief, specific, and to the point, meaning, some students like to write and tell me a whole story of what's going on. Tell me what you need and tell me how I can help. That's what I need to know. All the details, it just depends on the circumstances, but I do have some students that like to write a novel in an email, so not for me to be against your writing. So do what you feel is best. I will say there is no required textbook purchase for this course, and for the 3 classes that I'm teaching for fall full term, which is Intro to Business, Principles of Management, and Business Law 1, we are using free ebooks through an organization called OpenStax. You'll be able to access those ebooks in the course shell, and I will show you where to find those here in a moment. And so if you are using anything besides a laptop or a desktop computer, I have students that in the past have used iPads. I've had students in the past that have used cell phones. Those are really not the best tools to use for inputs, meaning creating documents and things like that. These classes generally require you to submit like Word documents or PDFs. And please keep it as a Word doc or PDF. If it's another file type and I can't read it, then it doesn't count as far as, if I can't receive it and read it, then to me it's not an assignment, that's turned in. So Word document or PDF. Word is available for free to you as a student, and I will try to remember to include a link in this email so you can have access to Word if you do not have it, or the Office Suite, which includes things like PowerPoint and Excel. So just I want you to go through and read all this, but I want to point out a few key things. With regards to COVID, I'm not going to talk a lot about this, but at the moment we are doing a kind of a hybrid situation where students will come like one day, or depending on what your class is, but normally one day in my classes, and then do some online work. As we get into the lectures, I will be providing a podcast. I've already got a podcast that's live that I used last year, and so you'll be able to hear what's in the classroom even if you're not there for a day that you're not assigned. So if your assigned day is Monday, and it's a Monday, Wednesday, Friday class, you can still hear the lecture on Wednesday and Friday. And so we don't know what the semester is going to look like at the end of the semester, but for now, that's the protocol we're going with. You are required to wear a face mask while on campus and indoors, and maintain social distancing. Hand washing is important. Avoid touching your eye, nose, mouth. Cover your cough or sneeze. Avoid close contact with people that are sick. Monitor your health daily and stay home if you're sick. All these are very important. If you are coming to campus, you'll know that there are temperature checks as you drive in, and that seems to be going very well as far as it doesn't take but about 10 seconds. They've got it really moving, in the mornings. And this is a 10-point scale course. You can see right here how that weighs out. I will say the number one success metric that you can do for this course is to make sure you're doing your coursework. If you're doing your homework, if you're doing the assignments, you're a lot more likely to perform well. If you start not turning in stuff, or if you turn in one homework assignment, don't turn in the other. Think about this. If you've got 2 assignments and you turn in one but not the other, what's going to happen is even if you get 100 on the one and get a 0 on the other, you got a 50% average for the week. and that really hurts your overall average. So keep that in mind. I want you to, as you go through and print these syllabus out, I want you to go through and read all these other details. There are a few other things I wanted to mention specifically. There's a 14-day rule in place, meaning that if you're not in a seated classroom, meaning that if you're in a seated classroom, if you're not in the seats, or if you haven't turned in work online in a 14-day rolling period, you will be dropped from the course. And so we want to make sure that if you're assigned to come in on Mondays, that you're showing up on those Mondays. If you're assigned to come in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever it is, show up on your attended day, and we'll make sure that you're also turning in that homework or assignments online so you can get credit for attendance. I am pretty ruthless when it comes to dropping people, just because, once again, it's a compliance issue on our end, and I have to make sure that I'm in compliance. And so, yeah, don't be afraid to email me, but there's some points here about email etiquette. If you do email me asking for extensions or asking for makeup work, I probably won't even respond to those. I try to respond to all email, but stuff like that, I just we don't take late work, so probably won't respond to that. Disruptive behavior, please be aware of that. And just go through, I want you to read the rest of this. And this last note about the business lab, we do offer free tutoring on campus. So if you do need tutoring services, don't wait until the last minute to let us know. This next link I clicked on is the course schedule. And you can see for this course, I've got things highlighted as that are key dates. You can see in this class, coming up already for Business 110, Chapter 1, assignments are due. Tomorrow, which will be Wednesday, I will go ahead and send out an email that will look similar to my weekly notes. And I'll do send out notes on a weekly basis that will have a list of what's due and when. And let me see if I can give you a sample of what that looks like. I think I've got some right here. Yeah. So this is a document. I'll slide over here real quick. It's got this weekly notes list. It'll have every class that I have that's live at the moment, and it'll show you a snapshot of what's upcoming and when it's due. And I do that to not only provide you with that information as a reminder, but also to kind of keep myself organized with all the different assignments and different classes I have going. So this course schedule is extremely valuable to you. Don't discard that. So these two documents, highly important. The enrollment verification quiz, extremely important. And then over here, let's see what else we've got. Let's see, we've got some other good stuff. And I've got introduction. I've got a link to the book that I will include in the email, and I'll put an extra link in the, let's see, yeah, because I don't think I've included the link yet. I'll include an extra link in Moodle so you can access those books. But let me show you what it looks like. You can go to, let me slide up to the bar up here. You can go to openstacks.org. And with openstacks.org, this is a free, flexible textbook provider. It is a nonprofit that operates out of Rice University, and they provide high-quality free textbooks just so people across the world can have access to them, which is tremendous. But you can go to subjects, go down to business, and we've got Introduction to Business, which is our book we're using for the intro book, Principles of Management, obviously for our Principles of Management course, and then we have Business Law 1. And so you can see all of these books, and they're easily available. You can view them online. You can download a PDF. They're really, really easy to read, easy to understand. Let's see, let me get out of that. And really high quality information. So take some time to access that. And like I said, I will provide a link to that information. Well, this has been a brief introductory video. I will provide more information tomorrow. And as I get feedback on things that you have questions on, I will respond and send that information out to everybody so everybody can have that information. Guys, I appreciate you. I welcome you again to Fall 2020. And if you do need anything at all, don't hesitate to reach out. Have a great first week.